Hello everyone, as with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $1.90. XRP right now is just ranging in between $1.87 and $1.93. And you could see it on the 1 week chart as well. And it's no different for Bitcoin. You see the 1 week, and Bitcoin is back above 89K right now. But it's still ranging in between 87K and 90K. I don't expect any major price movement on Bitcoin until gold and silver start to come down in price. Once they start dumping out, you better be buckled in because crypto is going to go parabolic. And look at the DXY continuing to fall. And usually when you see this, crypto is already popping off when the DXY is falling. But right now, gold and silver is stealing the show. But it's not going to last forever. The rotation is still going to happen. Breaking, the US dollar index officially falls to its lowest level since 2022. Own assets are being left behind. I'm telling you now, anybody that's rushing to sell their crypto for US dollars, they are going to, that dollar doesn't stop losing value. Why would you ever move from something that goes up in value to something that continues to lose value? People are going to regret selling their crypto for US dollars. And then you have the president saying the U.S. dollar is doing great. Take a listen.
Well, Mr. President, with the current value of the dollar, do you think it's declined too much?
No, I think it's great. I mean, the value of the dollar, look at the business we're doing. No, dollar's doing great.
They're never going to tell you on the mainstream media news that the dollar sucks and that the dollar is going to continue to lose value. They always want you to believe that the dollar is only going to get stronger from here. Now, here's the problem. Every country around the world right now is pushing away from the U.S. dollar. They all want their own central bank digital currency or a stable coin so that they can get a level playing field. And this is happening by design. We all knew as XRP investors that this would eventually happen. But people see this on the mainstream media and right away they're like, oh, well, the dollar's going to stay strong forever. And it's not. In fact, I think the U.S. is going to push towards a gold-backed digital dollar at some point. Most likely you will hear that come from the treasurer, maybe even possibly the Fed. But that is absolutely coming. Executive Director, President's Council of Advisors for Digital Assets, Patrick Wick, gives us an updated timeline for crypto market structure. Take a listen.
And you tweeted a few days ago, it wasn't if, it's when. Do you have a sense of how soon that's going to happen?
So it got moved a couple days, but on the Senate Ag side, so we have two committees involved, Senate Agriculture and Senate Banking, because of our the unique dual regulatory framework that we have here in the U.S. between the SEC and the CFTC. So the Senate Agriculture Committee handles the CFTC portions of the bill. They're going to mark up their bill on Thursday morning now at 10:30. We're encouraged by some of the progress there. We're hoping that it will be bipartisan at the end of the day. But even if not, we're confident it will get voted out of committee. So we'll have half the legislation moved forward. And then with Senate Banking's postponement of their committee, we have some work to do to convene and play a bit of a mediator role between the folks on either side of the stablecoin rewards and yield debate, and try and find a solution there that is ultimately as win-win as we can possibly make it. So that'll take a couple weeks to get right, but I'm confident we'll be able to get there. And then,
so he's saying it's still a couple of weeks away. You take notice, it's just delay after delay. And I don't think anybody is going to come together and agree on this, because you still have a lot of these politicians working for the big banks. So if it comes down to yield, this is never going to get done, in my opinion. They're just going to continue to delay it and kick the can down the road. Now, us as crypto investors, we need to see this get done. If you want institutional adoption, you need regulations first. That's why it's so important that this gets done as soon as possible. Then innovation can push forward in crypto. I cannot be clearer with my thoughts. This is what comes next for me. A big rally for crypto. Get through this period of noise and hold. And you see short-term noise versus the big picture. Capital rotation, the real opportunity. Gold and silver, context matters. What they're saying is, as long as you could stay patient long enough to wait out gold and silver's top, you will make a lot of money in this space because the rotation is going to continue. Right now, everybody's FOMOing into gold and silver. Once it tops out, all of a sudden they will start to sell off their gold and silver, and all that money will move into crypto. They're going to chase the next big thing. And that's why I think crypto is already on the path for an absolutely parabolic run like we've never seen before. And it is absolutely coming. And it's going to happen with or without you. You gotta stay patient long enough to get there. And I thought this was a great post because this puts it all into perspective. Most follow the line, few see the exit. And you see student loans, mortgage, 9-to-5 grind, 401k, or you invest into XRP. And crypto is the only thing out there that can set the working class free from their matrix that they created a long time ago. Remember, it's always go to school, graduate, go to college, graduate, get a job, work 40 years, retire, and then we all know what comes next. But you can break away from that by investing in the right cryptocurrencies. I always told you, XRP is your escape from the matrix. Ripple is hiring a key London executive. The new hire will be tasked with turning Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin into a core tool for institutional finance. So it looks like they're going to push RLUSD in the UK. And we knew that was going to happen as well. Same thing right now is happening in the EU, in Japan, and everywhere else around the world. RLUSD continues to get more and more momentum behind it, more and more adoption, because this right here is what's coming. This is what RippleNet's ecosystem looks like when it's completed with stablecoin arrangements. RLUSD, RLYEN, RLGBP, etc. Ripple operates it on real-time gross settlement system for wholesale funds. Stablecoins will be issued before CBDCs. Stablecoins are regulated already in most countries. This is absolutely the path for Ripple all along. This is what they wanted to create from day one. And in the center of all these stablecoins will be a massive XRP liquidity pool. So you'll see it go in as RLJPY and come out as RLCNY or RLGBP and so on. But this was always in the BIS white papers as well. They knew a long time ago that this was the path forward, and now you're seeing it happen in real time. The banking sector is panicking. Blockchain isn't just coming, it's here. Take a listen to Patrick Witt, what he says here. It breaks it down perfectly.
I think stablecoins is a bit of the gateway drug. It's perhaps the easiest for them to wrap their heads around. Maybe that's why we're seeing some of the pushback, is because they're starting to recognize what this is and how in some ways it could be threatening or challenging to their business model. I think ultimately the there's a cycle here. There's going to be stages of it where the initial lack of understanding transitions into understanding and perhaps a bit of fear. And then ultimately, I think where folks come out is they recognize this is an exciting new product that they can also offer to their customers. And, they transition from trying to fight something in order to, and shifting over to facilitating something and trying to make it part of their own product offering. So that's what we're trying to help facilitate is that process right now, so that folks ultimately can understand what these products and technologies are and figure out ways to accommodate them and incorporate them into their own business models.
What they need to do is figure out a way to make money off of this. Once they figure out how to make money off of it, then the banks will be fine with yield and everything else that comes with stablecoins. But right now, what they see with stablecoin yield is the money leaving their banking system. Money exiting bank accounts one after another because people want yield. People want to earn from their money, and they don't want lockup periods either. You ever take notice whenever the bank comes up with a way for you to earn more than 1% on your own money? Right away, it comes with a 6-month or a 9-month lockup, like IRAs and things like that. Stablecoins offer a much better option, and they know it, and that's why they're fighting back against it. The banks are afraid of stablecoin yield. And the XRP ETF tracker, this is what we brought in yesterday. Another $20 million in inflows. Like I said, it seems like that $20 million mark gets hit almost every single day. And some days we're closer to $40 million in inflows. We are already on the path to scarcity for XRP. XRP forms pattern within a pattern with triple bottom. How high can XRP go? So on this chart, Greg is showing XRP going to $27. And he's been saying that ever since the bear market of 2022. But no matter what they show you on the chart, nothing is going to play out until we see the price of gold and silver drop first. Then the rotation will continue. Then we'll see Bitcoin start to go on a parabolic run up. And then we get our turn as altcoin holders. I'm telling you now, just look at where gold is today and look at where silver is. I think gold is back above 5K, and I think silver is starting to move towards $120 now. So that tells you what's coming for crypto. This is going to be the biggest run we have ever seen. And when it happens, people are going to be saying, well, XRP is most likely going to top out at $10 or $15. I think we're going so much higher. $27 is conservative, in my opinion. I think we are going to $50 plus. I mean, you could see it all coming together every single day now. We have XRP leaving circulation because of these ETF inflows. We also see a lot of the XRP that's sitting on the exchanges that's getting taken off the exchanges and put into cold wallets, meaning that it's getting taken and being put away for a long period of time. People are positioning around XRP now. And as that continues, we are going to see FOMO on the way up like we've never seen before. And that's why I think we will see scarcity during this parabolic run. And people still don't believe that's going to happen. But we are looking at the perfect storm for XRP. But until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.